It's Week 14 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see this team's superstar wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. This should be a good one to watch. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
Yeah, and this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 3rd and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. His drive will start on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And you talk about the perfect 1st quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Still, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season, but the cream is starting to rise to the top as you look across the NFL. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a 3rd and 2. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This fielded inside the 35. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
This one complete right side.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. Back to the air one more time. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now, faking the give. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And his guys are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And the drive will stay up. He's got the 1st down, up to the 44.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. 2nd down and 3. Now a give up the middle.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On second down, they'll run. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off. I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw yet again. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the visitors are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. He'll look to throw. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game as we're off to Orlando. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They send the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Back to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Slot receiver headed right. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. A tough spot here. Third and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. What can they do here on third down and 7? Now, faking the give. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air one more time. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third down and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll send their tight end left. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. High throw, but it's reeled in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Tight end going in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. 3rd and 9. Now a handoff, running right. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They're all set to punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep to start the drive. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's a designed run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Putting the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now a run on first down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's 1st and 10. His throw left side is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one hauled in. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The PAT, up and good. And his guys are able to cut into the deficit. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders,
oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Let's go now. Drop those quick. Drop. Roll.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now give on the ground, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Here's 2nd down. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. That one's to the sideline complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So it's a win for our visitors. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.